My child, if you could see what I have done for you in the shadows, far from your eyes, if you could see your entire life through my eyes, you would realize that there are hidden blessings that have never reached you. Not because they did not exist, but because I silently intervened to protect your path. There were attacks that planned to bring you down, but I blocked them before they could manifest. Conversations that would have been like arrows destined to hurt you were silenced. Missions that would have diverted you from the divine purpose I placed in you were interrupted. And relationships that seemed promising, but that would only bring spiritual exhaustion and loss of your calling, were removed with care and love. You have spent most of your time seeing only what went wrong, the doors that closed, the delays that seemed endless, the silences that hurt, the people who walked away, the disappointments that still hurt. But today, I invite you to look beyond what is visible. I want your heart to dive into the deep reality that you could not perceive at the time, but that carried more of my presence than you ever imagined. You don't know how much I have removed from your path, and honestly, you don't need to know every detail. I just want you to feel the weight of this protection, not as a burden, but as a comfort. I'm not only the God who gives, I'm also the God who takes away. And my taking away is never rejection, but redirection, preservation, love in action. If this message touched your heart, leave an amen in the comments to declare your faith and recognize this invisible protection that God has done for you. You've asked with tears for certain doors to open, haven't you? But behind those doors were rooms filled with commitments that would have broken your soul, places marked by pain, manipulation, weariness, and spiritual decay. I knew that staying there would keep you from the mission I had placed in your heart. So I silently kept them closed. People you wanted to keep around, who seemed important, would have actually distorted your identity, discouraged your calling, and trapped you in cycles I was already freeing you from. What about those opportunities that seemed like blessings? Many of them would have buried you under the weight of impossible expectations, stifled your faith, and derailed your steps. I let them pass, swiftly and sovereignly, even though you doubted my attention. I was acting quietly but powerfully, protecting you not only from the enemy, but also from your own haste, from the temptation to accept what seems good rather than what is truly God. I know waiting hurts. I know the questions you've been asking in secret, the sighs that started with, "Why not yet?" But my answer hasn't changed. I love you too much to let you build your life on a foundation that can't support the weight of your dreams. If this part spoke to your heart, type "Glory to God" in the comments and declare that you trust in divine wisdom even in the time of waiting. My child, I have watched every moment you have fought disappointment and yet still chosen to worship me. I have seen your faithfulness when giving up would have been easier. I have seen your tears that you held back, your smiles that hid deep pain, your words, "I'm okay," when your heart was silently breaking. Each of these moments was not lost, not in vain. They were what shaped your soul, stretched your resilience, and deepened your dependence on me. You have come through the invisible fire without crumbling, and now I begin to reveal what I have been building in secret. I have been expanding your interior, your spirit, forming in you a capacity that could not yet be seen, but that is now beginning to blossom. The peace you feel in situations that once dominated you, that is me. The strength you have to walk away from people and places that once defined you, that is me. The ability to rest even when everything seems to make no sense, that is me. This is the fruit of the unseen, the sign of the Spirit's work in the stillness, and it is not just for you. I have preserved you because what you carry, your story, your voice, your healing journey, your wisdom, will serve others who still walk blindly. If you feel this peace, this new strength, write "I am being shaped" in the comments and declare that your transformation is underway. You may not have realized it, But everything that fell from your life, every loss, every closed door, was not to punish you or leave you behind. It was to prepare the ground for something greater. I was clearing your path, rearranging everything around you, even when it seemed like nothing was changing. Every silence of mine was not absence, it was care. Every loss was a broken chain, a weight lifted from your shoulders. Your hands are freer than you can imagine now, free to build, to bless, to carry what I'm about to place in them. I want you to trust me in a different way now, not just as the one who answers your prayers, but as the one who protects you, who keeps you. I want you to wake up and say with me, Lord, I thank you for what I see, and I thank you even more for what I do not see. And that is true worship, that is maturity, that is walking by faith and not by what the eyes see. This real faith is not just believing in miracles, it is trusting when I say no. It is finding peace without a clear ending. It is standing firm even without applause. It is this faith that moves mountains, not because you fought hard, but because you stood courageously. If you are ready for this faith that transforms, write, I trust in you, Lord, in the comments and declare your true surrender. You are no longer lost in the desert, nor wandering aimlessly. You are awakening to my presence in the small things, in the quiet details. I work not only in the big miracles, but also in the daily decisions, the gentle redirections, the invisible protections. I have always been with you, even when you thought you were alone. I have cleared more of your path than you can imagine. What is coming is not a coincidence, nor is it a blessing. It is what I have carefully and patiently stored for you. It is not just a new chapter. It is the chapter you have been hidden away to prepare for. You are ready, not because of your strength, but because you have surrendered everything to me. Because you have let me lead, even though you do not understand. You have been protected, preserved, positioned, and now you are being released. I see you. I saw you in every moment that you thought no one saw. I saw you when you got up to face another day, even with the weight of sadness on your chest. I saw your smile hiding internal battles that you couldn't explain. I was with you, even when you didn't feel it. I didn't expect you to be stronger. I just expected you to keep trying, to keep coming to me. If you felt this look of care and presence, write, I know that God sees me in the comments, and declare that you are no longer alone. I have never turned away from your humanity, even when you doubted, grew tired, or questioned. I have walked with you side by side in your weakness and vulnerability. I have not let go when your steps faltered, because my love does not depend on what you do, but on who you are to me, my child, my creation. You are not a project for me, but a precious soul. Every silence, every removal, every closed door is part of a bigger story. Not to keep you away, but to bring you closer to me. I know that sometimes you felt worthless, that your worth depended on what people saw or expected of you. But they didn't see what I saw, and their blindness never dimmed your light in my eyes. You were made for an eternal identity, grounded in my unwavering love, not for the passing approval of men. I know you sought answers to losses, to people who left without explanation, to plans that fell apart. I want you to know that not everything was meant to stay. Some things were taken away because they would have taken more from you than they gave. If this truth touched your heart, leave a comment saying, my value is in God, and declare that you are loved beyond appearances. My child, I know that many times you have wondered if you really understood what was happening, if anyone noticed your efforts, your silent battles. I see you. I understand every intention of your heart, even when your actions seemed small or insufficient. I have noticed every whispered prayer, every silent yes you gave, even when you were afraid, and every forgiveness you offered, even when it hurt. I have never distanced myself from you because of your doubts or weaknesses. On the contrary, I have drawn you closer. My love is not conditioned by your performance, but by my nature, which is unconditional love. You are precious to me, and everything I do is so that you may walk in freedom, in fulfillment, living the mission I gave you. I want you to feel this truth right now. You are not alone, no matter what it may seem. I'm always with you, guiding you, protecting you, preparing the best for your future. If this certainty filled your heart, write "God is with me" in the comments and show that you recognize this constant presence. Have you ever felt like you missed opportunities, that the doors that closed were final? I want you to know that these were not rejections, but protections. I removed people, situations, and paths that seemed good, but that would have destroyed your purpose, your faith, your essence. Many times, what seems like a no is actually a wait, or an "I'll prepare something better." I have been working behind the scenes in your life, rearranging everything so that you can blossom in your own time. I have never abandoned you, even when it seemed like you were stuck or forgotten. I have only been preparing you for what is to come, a new season, full of promise and abundance. Keep going, don't give up. The journey may be difficult, but each step is part of the divine plan that is being revealed to you. If you are determined to keep trusting, write "I don't give up" in the comments and declare your faith in the journey God has prepared. I know you carried doubts, fears, and many questions that seem to have no answers. But even in the silence, I was there, working to prepare you for something much greater. Every difficult moment, every loss, every apparent no was a tool to shape your faith and strengthen your spirit. You are not just surviving, you are preparing to thrive. I am building in you a strength that goes beyond what you can see now, a trust that is grounded in me and not in circumstances. What lies ahead is a result of the care I have taken to protect you from paths that would have kept you from true blessing. Hold on tight to that hope. It is the key to unlocking doors that were locked. And remember, I never stopped working on you, even when it seemed like I was quiet. If this hope has lit a light in your heart, write "I hope in God" in the comments and declare that your faith is stronger than ever.